Chapter 1654. At this time, he called Suki directly, and as soon as he came up he said, "Mr. Suki, congratulations on your seat as the acting president." Suki respectfully said, "Mr. Ito, thank you for your kind wishes. My acting chairmanship is only a temporary act. When my nephew Kwam returns, I will still give him this position." Ito Takehiko sneered and said, "I guess Kwam will not be back. You, the acting president, will soon become the official president." Suki was secretly happy in his heart, but still said very honestly, "Mr. Ito, to tell you, I still think about it day and night. I hope Kwam can return safely." Ito Takehiko smiled and said, "Mr. Suki, I am calling, not to be polite to you, but to have a business to cooperate with you." Suki hurriedly said, "Mr. Ito, please speak." Ito said in a serious tone, "I have always been very optimistic about Suki Pharmaceuticals' prospects. You should know this." "Yes," Suki respectfully said, "I've heard about this a long time ago. Thank you for your interest in Suki Pharmaceutical." Ito Takehiko said again, I have always wanted to buy a stake in Suki Pharmaceuticals. I have had a deep conversation with Kwam before, but it is a pity that he suddenly evaporated, so I can only come and continue this matter with you now." Suki hurriedly said, "This is okay, but don't know how you want to advance, Mr. Ito?" Ito Takehiko said, "I want to make a deal with your company and make 2 deals with you personally." Suki said, "Please speak." Ito Takehiko said, "The transaction with Suki Pharmaceutical is an agreement that I intend to take a 30% stake at a valuation of $15 billion. Suki said embarrassingly, "Mr. Ito, the current value of Suki Pharmaceutical is probably more than $20 billion, and your price is $15 billion, which is really a bit less." Ito Takehiko said lightly, "Don't worry, I will discuss 2 deals with you next." As he said, Ito Takehiko said again, "The first one, as long as you can make me buy Suki Pharmaceutical at a valuation of $15 billion, then I will privately give you $200 million in cash. The second pen, as long as you help me make this happen, I will not only give you $200 million in cash, but also consolidate your position in Suki Pharmaceutical. I can assure you at that time whether Kwam will come back or not. You can sit firmly as the chairman of Suki Pharmaceutical Co., Limited. Although the Ito family is the top family in China, it does not mean that Ito is a generous person. He has always wanted to buy shares in Suki's, to make a fortune with its medicine line, and he has always wanted to keep the price of shares as low as possible. If it is a valuation of more than $20 billion, if he wants to invest 30% of the shares, he has to pay at least $6 to $7 billion in cash. However, if the valuation can be reduced to $15 billion, which is also a 30% shareholding, it will only need to pay $4.5 billion, which can save more than $1 or $2 billion. When Suki heard this, the first thought in his mind was that he didn't want to make such a big hole for Ito. After all, this was a price difference of more than $2 billion, and the amount was huge. However, when he thought that he could return cash to him privately and ensure that he would sit firmly as the president without any interference, he was vaguely moved. After thinking about it, he opened his mouth and said, "Mr. Ito, since you have said so well, then I will not hide it with you. If you can privately return me $500 million, then you can ensure that I sit firmly in the chairmanship. Then when I have a meeting, I will try my best to promote the Ito family's stake in Suki Pharmaceutical."